Great day, my beautiful people. The Divine here, and happy Thursday. This week is like flying by, and I just want to thank everyone who has been watching my channel and returning. You are very much appreciated. Today, the word for today is boundaries. The word for today is boundaries. So, boundaries are, of course, what set us apart from one another. It is very important that in life, especially if you have been anything that you have been given the authority over, should require a boundary. The reason why is because you are basically made to be responsible to protect this thing. A lot of things require boundaries. It can be your spirituality, you as a person, your beliefs, your home, your children, your work life. A lot of things, most things that we encounter will require a boundary. In fact, in the Bible, it doesn't clearly state it, but it basically states that if we don't set boundaries, we're setting ourselves up for a mess. Okay? And the reason why you want to implement boundaries is because if you don't, you'll run into a lot of individuals who can recognize that they can cross boundaries, and they will take advantage of that, and they'll continuously take advantage of it. It almost goes back to that thing that I said in another video about being drained. If you continuously let someone cross boundaries with you, eventually you're gonna feel like nothing. You're gonna, and it doesn't even have to be an ongoing thing. It could be something as far as to you're at work and you have an item on your desk, and you leave your desk and somebody comes and takes the item or uses the item and then puts it back. That's crossing a boundary. The reason why it's crossing a boundary is because someone came into your personal space and allowed themselves to take something without asking. Or they might think that it's a minor thing, but minor things like that can turn into big things. And sometimes people will test you. People will start off by testing you with small things to cross your boundaries, to see if they can eventually cross your boundaries with bigger things. Okay? Yeah, anything that you require authority over requires a boundary. Another example, your home. You should set boundaries in your home. I know for me, I usually don't like when people just like stop by my house. Like, it's something that I really, really do not like. And I will tell a person that. If someone, if you have a roommate and without boundaries, what type of signal you are sending to individuals who can scope this type of stuff out is that you are open to be led astray. Okay, you are open to be manipulated. So that's why boundaries should be put into place. Parents with your children, you should definitely have boundaries. You know, the child should know what they can and can't do in the home. There should be times once the child gets a little older that they're supposed to be home. It even needs to go as far as a time that you can't go into the kitchen. That a child can't go into the kitchen. Because otherwise, I mean, if your kids are able to go to the in the kitchen in the middle of the night and you just cleaned up the kitchen, they get up and they're making a mess. If they clean up their mess, okay, but if not, then you're waking up to a mess because the child has crossed a boundary. It's very important for boundaries to be put into play to avoid things from, getting all out of whack. And it maybe if you have a roommate and when you're not home, or maybe when you are home, your roommate's going in your room and getting into your items. Well, guess what? You're not going to want to be roommates with a person anymore because the person that you were once a roommate with crossed boundaries and made it a bad experience for you. Women can also need to have boundaries with men. You shouldn't just let a person just like touch up on you or something like that, because they're testing you to see eventually if they can get away with other things. And these type of things, women, young girls, you guys need to pay attention to, because you can have somebody scoping you out from afar by doing little subtle things that you may think is innocent, but you never know how a person's mind works. And we all can see today that we are living in a world where from one minute to the next, you don't know what's going on in a person's head or what their mental stability is like. So young ladies and young men, young ladies and young women, older women, you guys need to set boundaries. It's not cute. It's not, if a guy is really into you, he's not going to approach you like that, and he's not gonna, cross those type of boundaries. For guys, there are things that women will do also to test your boundaries. Especially maybe in a situation, I don't know, if they feel like you got money. You know what I mean? They may test you to see if you're gonna buy them something, or there's so many different situations that require boundaries, and the reason for the boundary is to prevent bad from happening. People that are users and abusers, they look for individuals who don't have boundaries, and they can spot that type of stuff from a mile away. So it's very important that you do have boundaries. Okay. So that's my word for this morning. And if this word resonates with you, go ahead and hit like, share, subscribe, comment, Hit the notifications bell so that you can be notified every single time I upload a video. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.